بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واغتدى من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum. May peace and blessings be on you. After a very long time indeed, I just thought I'd give you some thoughts I have. All of us who were the Bangladeshi diaspora living abroad, of course, we really love our country and we were also very excited after the July Revolution. And we were very optimistic that change was coming. And indeed, I am not a pessimistic person as such, quite optimistic. Even back then, I had very realistic expectation in terms of what Dr. Yunus is likely to achieve, because the whole system is so corrupt, is totally destroyed. It's impossible to do anything within a year, to be quite honest with you. And secondly, Dr. Yunus is not a natural politician. He's more of an influential person. He's not really a politician. He needed a very good governing system around him, and he doesn't. It's all crooks. And he did the best he can, but I think he realized now it is going to be very difficult for him to really achieve anything objective with the restrictions and the limitations he has. I think he decided, probably look at his age and his life, everybody has got their own priority. He probably decided, that's it, I let the mafia take over. Yeah. So that's what I think he's doing. I don't blame him as such. I really don't, because, I mean, realistically, I don't think with the people he has got, I don't think he can achieve much. But now it is back to the people of Bangladesh, how they really want to do this. But I think we really are going through a very, very dark time in our history. It could be great. Yeah, it could really be a change in the whole sea of politics in the country, or it can be a right disaster. Yeah, it's all about, I don't know. I am very optimistic. I think people in Bangladesh, even villages, now have phones. There is a massive younger generation. People are more aware. And as I said, the revolution only came because of this generation of youth in Bangladesh. And as I said, I'm so proud of them, so proud of them. So there's a really great hope, but the next chapter is going to be very, very difficult, because this mafia, they're not gonna go silently, are they? Because if you look at classes of people in Bangladesh who's got the money, they've got the power, they're in the civil servants, they are absolute mafia, and they want to control the mafia structure, and they will do everything, yeah, to stop it, to derail this youth. And of course, not everyone in Gen Z will see the right kind of vision. You will have people who will be influenced by the mafia, by money, by power, that they will be compromised. There will be so many people around, like the whole Gen Zs, who will be compromised too. So it's a battle. Every state, every nation goes through this battle, and I really think we will win. At the end, we will win. My gut feeling is it's going to take between 5 to 10 years for us to have a platform, a political platform that is stable, even better than what they have got in the West. And if you look in the West, in America, everywhere is compromised. Yeah, you get mafia, political mafia here too. Yeah, and they talk about democracy. There's no democracy. Yeah, there is no democracy here in the West. So I think Bangladesh will be a shining light. The youth will change. They will build something. that even the Western countries will copy. I'm telling you. Yeah, I can see the promise in the eyes of these wonderful kids. Yeah, what we have failed to ever materialize, this generation of youth achieved it. You know, they achieved it, and I think I will urge them. Even more needs to die, so be it. But you cannot let this mafia win. Yeah. So now we know the Kutta League, the genocidal monsters are irrelevant in Bangladesh. Okay, but they've got loads of money. They will do everything they can try and do. Yeah. And so there's a Kutta League now fully on board with BNP. Yeah. So BNP is completely corrupt political infrastructure, and they want to maintain the status quo of the Kutta League so that they can be another dictator. Yeah. And whenever I talk about BNP, I think we must really differentiate the BNP of Jiaur Rahman, what he did. Yeah. He's a great man, a great leader. His son will never be like him. This guy is another mafia. Don't forget when they were in power, what they did in Bangladesh. Yeah. It's not necessarily an icon, is it? Yeah. So these are now all the Kutta Leagues, all the gangsters, all the mafia. I mean, look at them when they talk. Look at these people when they talk. Uncivilized thugs. You look at the faces. When we were kids in our school, remember the thugs they used to be in politics. These haramzadas, they look exactly like them. They look like monsters. Yeah, and they are the people of power all over the country, right? But this got to be destroyed. When I said destroyed, it's got to be destroyed. And some people talk about civil war. I don't think there will be civil war. I think you just have to completely finish off this group of people. You have to finish them off Bangladesh. As soon as they're there in the country can never progress. You have to finish them off. Now, there are some people, yeah, within them, I will say majority, they will look at their kids, they will look at the vision, and they will be, you can say, that career in politics, that career in mafia, that's on the bazi, whatever. Remember, these people are incompetent. They're incapable of earning a living. So they depend on this political thuggery and the charity, right? That's what they do, BNP. Why would they do that otherwise? You'll get a good job, you'll get a whatever, yeah? Now, if an opportunity can be created for these people, which there can be in the long term, then most of them, I think, will come by. But there will be a group of thugs and mafia. For them, there is nothing else. So I think that you need to finish them off. That's what I was saying. Sometimes after such revolution, you get this authoritarian regime that there are massacres. Yeah? But nothing happened in Bangladesh. Not a single, look at the Kutta Leagues. They're still there. None of them are killed. Yeah? In a way, you think, bloody hell, that would have been the best thing to do. Just get rid of them. All the dogs. Yeah? But they are there. They're in the society. As I said, some will be rehabilitated, and some you can never change them. These people will be what they are. That includes all the BNP mafia. Yeah? All of them. They are Kutta League. I make now no distinction between BNP mafia and Kutta League. Yeah? But there are a lot of good people both in old Army League and BNP, good people, patriotic people, right? So I think somehow we got to appeal to them. Okay, we got to appeal to them. Now, so say there is an election, there will be an election. Now, this is what I think my content is about today. What would the Bengalis do? What is it that we should do as a responsible patriot? What is it that we want our nation? Remember, the greatest fear I had, that this will be a failed nation and we will go completely bankrupt. We'll just be a financially completely a disaster. But this is what you have to give Dr. Yunus the credit, and absolutely us people, the diaspora, we kept this boat alive. We are the ones sending money to Bangladesh, and as a result, we are not a bankrupt country, right? So this is what you have to give these people credit for. At least they stabilize the nation. It's so important. If there was a financial disaster, that's it, then everything else will collapse. So we should be, no matter how negative people are, what we wanted, we couldn't get that. Yes, I take everything, but still we should be very, very positive where we are. Yeah, whatever you say about this political dialogue going on for 15 or for such a long time, I think it's all good. It's all good thing. It's a positive thing. Yeah, and as a nation like Bangladesh to have this kind of communication going for such a long time without any violence, we should all be proud of, honestly. Yeah, but is what's going to happen? I think the danger is if BNP in the frame of Kuttalik they come to power, we are back to square one. Our nation will be disaster for us. So I think any responsible Bengali, who you are, if you support BNP, you support Army League, whoever you are, your job will be to make sure BNP comes nowhere near power. They shouldn't get a single seat. You shouldn't give them a single seat, because this is when the political mafia will return. Then you say, okay, who the hell are we going to vote for, right? And again, it's a dilemma for everybody. Really, really tough, very tough, because Jamat, personally me, I despise them. Yeah, I don't think there should be a Jamat in Bangladesh. They should be completely rebranding themselves, calling them something completely different. They are their disaster. The disaster of Islam, Jamat. So there is in no way I see a tangible, a feasible Jamat government that will be acceptable by both the Bangladeshis and all around the world. I think that is given. So but if you compare two of evil, if I had a choice between BNP, Kuttalik, Mafia and Jamat, I'll vote Jamat. I don't want to, I'll vote because I think relatively speaking, there will be less corruption. Yeah, but you can't guarantee there wouldn't be any. But relatively speaking, it's a matter of two evil. Yeah, but I urge Bangladeshis, why is it better? It has to be better of two evil. Yeah, the future of Bangladesh, in my view, is exactly what happened in all the universities. This is, my fellow Bangladeshis, that is the future of Bangladesh. Remember, I think I always distinguish the Gen Zs of Shibir and Jamat. I think they're completely two different things, completely two different entity, right? And what they have done, what Shibir has adopted in all the universities, they did not stand on an Islamic banner. They did not. They decided to do it as an unified front to represent the nation of Bangladesh. What a wonderful political maneuver. And that is exactly what happened in the July Revolution. If you think about the streets, yeah, why you were so successful? Look, all the sisters, all the girls who came out. Did you see that? And where are they now? Are they? They're not. They just came. They won. They gone back, right? But these are the true Gen Zs. They're the one who's gonna make our nation great. Yeah. So it's not what you see on TV screens and stuff. It's the whole generation of youth, and they are the one need to be in politics. Yeah. And who represent that, in my view, I think is Shibir, NCP, Inkalab Monch. You know, there are some really good young organizations. They are spread across. These are the people. These are the politicians you want in our country. You want all the old Khattash. You want them to be gone. If I had my way, I will lock them all up in a prison, because they have destroyed this nation for 50 years. Yeah, really. I wouldn't have them hanging around on TV screen. Yeah, I wouldn't. But they are what they are. These numbnuts. Yeah, they are actual traitors of our country. They don't even realize it. They think they're patriots. They're traitors because they don't want good for this nation. What is good for this nation is our youth. I wouldn't give them any color. Yeah, I wouldn't give them any color. They are spread everywhere now, right? So these youth, you got to combine them. I do not know how we do that, but that is the challenge for the youth. If they don't realize it, if, for example, Shibir doesn't realize it, they have got no future under Jamat. That wouldn't be you, because you might have one term, somehow get a lot of seat. Politically, you'll never be viable in Bangladesh. Yeah, you'll never be viable. Remember, Islam doesn't come by this sort of change. Nowhere in the world it survived. Look, I've been part of Islamic movements a long time in my lifetime in the West after I came here, yeah, in my early 20s, right? I've been, these movements, I've studied a lot, and the change will never come to these movements. Change will never come, yeah? Somehow you have to take a universal humanitarian approach, yeah? Inclusive approach, yeah? Which Islam teaches, by the way. So you don't have to shove Islam through somebody's throat. By its nature, Islam will survive. By its very nature, it will survive. It's such a strong ideology. It will survive by its very nature. You don't have to push it to people's throat. This is why I think, in my view, that's why I think Shivis got it right. They've got it very right in all the campuses, right? And now we've got to replicate that formula all around our political discourse in Bangladesh. And then you will see thugs like BNP, Kuttalik, they will have no chance. They will have no chance. People will not, yes, they might, a corner of ignorant, illiterate people who sell their vote for money, they might get that. They might win one term, but their history. For this nation, their history, because Gen Zs have woken up now, right? You can't deceive them anymore, okay? Yes, as I said, there will be some elements of Gen Zs will be compromised too, but overall, this kids is our future, right? So it's our job, our generation and the older generation, to help these people, yeah, to guide them. Yes, they will make mistake, to help them accept their mistakes, and then let them run this country. I beg you, because they are our future. You don't think about yourself. Yeah, you're half dead. Anyway, you have one foot in the grave. Now it's time for you to think about your children, your grandchildren, legacy. The legacy you leave, what do you leave for them? You want them to have a good life, right? You don't want them to go all around the world, right? For me, what saddens me the most, that all my life I had to stay out of my country, yeah? Right? And I didn't do anything for my country. Selfish, yeah? I feel selfish, yeah? Because that opportunity wasn't there for me. Now things are changing, already changing, and they will change a lot more. So we don't want the talent bleeding from our nation. We want to keep our talent and be a great country, yeah, that we all feel proud of. And everybody in the West and all over the world, we become the beacon of hope for them, right? And we have everything it takes. We have everything. We just have to be positive about what we have. But I think now is the choice. The choice is there, and I'll beg all my fellow countrymen, please make sure you do not vote BNP. If you're educated, go to villages, call every friend you have, make sure nobody, I don't want them to win a single seat. If within BNP there are good people, I'll say, please, just stand alone as an independent candidate, without the political mafia. Don't pay any money. Make sure to get a nomination, you don't spend a penny. Why should you spend a penny to get a nomination? Why? Because you have to then recover that money, right? By corruption. Why would you do that? Because you've got no morality. You have no right to be in politics. Yeah? If I had my way, I would make it a capital punishment and just basically shoot them. This motherfuckers needs to be shot. Yeah? Why would you buy political with money? Why would you do that? Because your intention is corruption. You are carrying out fitna. You will destroy a nation. So you should be hanged. You have got no... This is what I'm saying. This whole thing is so wrong. So if you have got any sense, if you are a politician, you want to serve your nation, don't. For a seat, don't pay any money. Why should you pay money? If you have got quality, credibility, you want to serve, do it. Do your hard work. If people know you are good, people will vote for you. They might not, even if they don't vote for you. Yeah, it's good. Next time, the season will change. This whatever is happening now, this will change within 5, 10 years. Nation will change, and you will sleep at night better knowing that, you know what, at least I've been honest. Yeah, I've not compromised my ideology. My goodness, yeah. We need a nation full of this. So this is one of the things I really loved about the NCP kids. What they've done, they've given opportunity to people all around the country, doctors, engineers, teachers. Come on board. I think 10,000 taka or something like that. Yeah, to do such a wonderful initiative. You because when we were kids, remember all the thugs, all the guys with marijuana, they used to go on politics. We've never seen any good people in politics, right? But we want our best to be in politics. We want our best to be in politics, and now we can start the process. So I hope everybody copies the formula from the NCP. Get everybody best in our society from our society to represent politics. Yeah? And we will be a nation, as I said. It will be transformed. It will be better than anything else because we are building it fresh. All over the country, democracy is so corrupt. It's corrupt. And Chinese model looks, the whole communist model looks so much better now. Yeah? Than the Western democratic system, which is bought by the capitalist mafia. They bought the whole system. It's so corrupt. So we should not take any lesson from the West because they are a failed ideology. You've got nothing to learn from the West. So now this is the time to rise, to have a new birth of a new system, new political system. Yeah, that can lead the world. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's a great opportunity. And some of these kids, yeah, in Bangladesh, they are so talented. They've got the right kind of concept. But so I think that's my advice to everybody in Bangladesh. But before I finish, I've got a very, very small advice to the youths, especially to NCP. Yeah. Now, that party now, they are adopting some of the styles of the old political parties, especially this another idiot. What's his name? NCP. I don't know. This guy. I can't remember his name. He talks so much rubbish, foul, and he just attacks people for the sake of attack. Patwari or something like that. This guy, idiot, complete political moron. Yeah, complete political moron. Thing is if you play in the same dirty politics of the old, there is no distinction between you and them. Yeah, why the hell would people vote for you? You have to show you're different. Yeah, your platform got to be different. I will say stop going to all these TV channels. Don't give any interviews. Yeah, because if you've got a panel of good people and you've got a moron like Ghulam Maula, it's a Ronnie shit asshole like that, you got all these assholes, morons, and you go and debate with them. What do? You justify that moron, political moron. You should not do that. I will say stop. Anybody decent, do not go to any of these TV channels. Yeah, you build your own things. When you debate political discourse, debate with people who are not bought, who are not criminals, who are not thugs, yeah, who are not hypocrites. Debate with intellectual people. Don't debate with idiots and assholes. There's no point. You don't do anything good for your reputation by doing that. So my advice to Gen Zs will be get rid of those forces from you, immature, they're giving you a bad name, bad reputation. Have yourself organized, man. I have written to so many of these people. I find it so difficult. They haven't got a process in place. So I think, especially a organization like NCP, like for example, if you run a multinational companies, you have a very strong human resources and compliance section, right? And I think good political party in this day and age needs to have a very strong compliance, very, very strong compliance system. So basically there'll be a rigorous due diligence. You make sure who speaks for your organization, make sure they all speak from the same hymn sheet. They're all so you can see when you speak to one person, you can see, you know what. So I can see the talent, but I can see it very disorganized, which is natural for a young party like that. But this generation, they're clever people. They could do technologies there. Yeah. So you should have these. I will say there's something, you should filter them out so that that idiot like this Patwari guy does not come through your ranks. He shouldn't. So you have to just look at, I will distinguish, look at Shibir. I'll give you an example. Can you see how articulate these guys are? Most of these guys are. You know why? Because they study. They study for such a long time. Yes, they do it in their own limited way. But just imagine replicating that structural approach to the whatever ideology you contribute to. That also the universal humanitarian approach, that ideology, yeah, like the political left, the lost political left in the West, yeah, it's lost, I say, because they're truly lost. So the center ground is lost, the center left is lost, the far right is rising, center right is also lost, right? Now there was a genuine left in the West, right? They're lost now, and we need to revive that left. Yeah, that is more of a, as I say, humanitarian, universal in approach. Yeah, unified approach. So you are not pigeonholing one people with another. No politics of division, enmity, no othering other people. Yeah, like what they do in the West. Yeah, you don't like Muslim Islamophobia, you dump them in one corner, right? And here you just create conflict. And in Bangladesh, that nation, we do something similar. We have to stop this. Yeah, we have to stop this. And exactly as I said, the formula is what happened in the university campuses in Bangladesh. That is the winning formula. I just, it's so obvious. Yeah, it's staring at our face. And I do not understand why people in Bangladesh don't see that. It's staring at your face, guys. This is the formula for success. Forget about your political affiliation. Unify under a common cause. And as I said, that cause could be the unified, liberal, not 100% liberal Islamic. I call it Islamic liberalism and humanitarian, yeah, whereby you unite everybody. Unite everybody from all chain of thoughts, yeah, and then you'll be successful. Because if you look at Gen Z, what Shibir has done, look, got variety of people, isn't it? But there is a core fundamental moral and humanitarian approach. That's what we have to do. And this way, people of Bangladesh should be very successful and will get the right kind of politics going on. Thank you very much for listening.